Hello you two, Mr. Mellon here, and this week is a special week because not only is it our last week of remote learning, but we've also got reading week. So this week is the guided reading this week is all going to be about reading week, reading for pleasure, enjoying our reading and doing lots of different activities from the usual. So first of all today, you guys are going to choose a book to read at home. And what I'd like you to do today is I'd like you to share that book with either a parent or another adult or a brother or sister. I'd like you to think really hard when you're reading that story about what you like about it and why it's such an important book to you. Now I'm going to share with you a book which I really enjoy and it's really important to me, and that book is called Monkey with a Tool Belt and the Noisy Problem. So I'm going to read the story. I really like this story because I think it's really funny and it's got two of my favourite animals in it, and hopefully you'll be able to spot what they are. So here we go. Aruga! Early one morning, Chico Bonbon awoke to a loud noise in his tree house. What could that be, he wondered, as he jumped out of bed and straightened his tool belt. Some of Chico's tools: chopper, chipper, bopper, bipper, tacker, clacker, snicker snacker, nail finder, candy finder, plug wrench, lug wrench, pug wrench, bug wrench, razzler, frazzler, frizzler, twizzler, de-twizzler, lid lifter, pickle picker, jibber, jabber, paper sprayer, paper scraper, glitter vac, putty splapper, tail clamp, sponge brush, hook on a stick. He had every tool a monkey would ever need. There it was again. It must be the wind, Chico thought. A strong wind was blowing through his bedroom window. He shut the window and pulled his screwdriver from his tool belt to reattach the curtain rod that had blown off the wall. The wind can be very loud sometimes, he said to himself. Chico heard the noise 17 times during breakfast. I'm not sure that is the wind after all. Chico decided to investigate. He took his hear-a-lot tool from his belt and put it up to the wall. He checked in the bread box. He peeked in the hamper. He pried up the floorboards with a snozzle and clamper. He climbed up a pole. He looked under the stairs with a staring tool. He dove in the pool, but he couldn't find the noise. Chico sat on the steps to think. Was the woodpecker family playing a trick on him? Was someone chopping his tree into firewood? Were there bats in the belfry? Was it a monster? Had a family of very loud squirrels moved in? Had a spacecraft landed on the roof? Was there a termite problem? This could be serious, Chico thought. He put on his safety goggles and continued the hunt. He searched everywhere. But Chico couldn't use his tools to fix the noisy problem because he couldn't find the noisy problem. Chico stopped in the hallway and took his hanky from his tool belt. He wiped off his face. He'd gotten very dirty while searching, especially when he went up the chimney. He opened the laundry chute door. Just as he was dropping in the hanky, the noise echoed up the chute. Chico rubbed his ears. I think I found the noise, he said. He plugged his earplugs into his ears and put on his hard hat. Then he bravely peered down the chute. It was very dark. Chico shone his 1,000-watt flashlight down the hole, but all he could see was his hanky, a pair of shorts, and a beach towel jammed in the chute. Something was stuck in there. I should go down to the laundry room and look up, thought Chico, which is what he did. And this is what he saw. An elephant was clogging his laundry chute. The elephant wiggled and kicked his feet. I'm stuck. My name is Clark. What are you doing up there?
I must have wandered into the wrong tree house last night in the dark. I thought that was Elsa's tree house.
Oh, Elsa lives 2 trees down. Her treehouse does look a lot like mine.
Yes, although I don't believe she has a laundry chute.
I'll have to build her one, thought Chico, but for now he set to work to get Clark out. He measured the distance to Clark with his tape measure, used his pencil, he divided by 7, he made 3 cuts in the edge of the chute with his 3-cut saw, he sanded the inside of the chute with his silver stopper sander, he thought about using his extra large grease gun to squirt grease around Clark's edges, but changed his mind. Too messy, he thought, it might get all over my laundry. He decided to go with plan B. He went to the kitchen and came back with 12 bananas. He began peeling and eating them one by one. Clark smelled bananas.
You taking a banana break?
Chico put the banana peels into his newly built banana cannon and shot them up the chute. It's part of my plan. Then he used his edge wedger to wedge the slippery peels around Clark's edges. Finally, he attached a sticky winch to Clark's foot and he pulled with all his might. He pulled, and suddenly, pop! Clark broke free and slid down the chute, landing with a giant thud on the laundry pile.
Thank you, said Clark. That was really uncomfortable, also very loud.
Yes, said Chico, it really was. Chico wanted to ask Clark just exactly how he had gotten into the laundry chute, but he thought that might be rude. Would you like to have some lunch? And Clark said,
Yes, please.
So they sat down to a peanut butter banana feast.
Good thing you have that tool belt, said Clark.
Yes, said Chico, it's very handy.
I like your tool belts.
Thank you.
Do they come in my size?
Why, yes they do. I can help you with that. The turtle said, extra, 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 extra large. And he did. And that is the end of the story. So perhaps there's a story that you really like at home that you'd like to share with either a brother or a sister or an adult at home. And remember to think really hard about why you like that story. Now, if you finish reading your story and you've shared it, if you want something extra to do, take a look at this task that I've set you. Okay, so once you've read your book and read your story that you've shared with someone at home, you're going to fill in this sheet about your story. So you're going to tell us all about it, and you're going to start off by writing the name of the book, the book title. So what I'm going to do is write the book title into the box. I'm going to make sure each word starts with a capital letter. There we go. Apart from A. And I'd like you to have a go at filling in your title for your story. If you don't have room for the whole title, just get to the end and put a ... at the end. Just like I've done. Now we're going to move on to the blurb, what the book is about. Now I'm going to write a little summary about what the story was about, but I don't want to give away the ending, because if I'm writing this to someone who hasn't read the book, I don't want to give them any spoilers. So I'm just going to write down a little bit about what the book is about, but not give away the important bits. So you'll probably see in my blurb, I'm just going to tell the reader generally what happened at the start, but I'm not going to give away the twist or the surprising bit with the elephant. So the story is about a monkey who keeps hearing a loud noise. Now I don't want to say what the noise is because I want the reader to find that out. I don't want to ruin the surprise. So this is the blurb. This is generally what the story is about, but not giving away the ending or giving away important parts of the story. Just enough to get that reader interested in the story. He gets his toolkit, but can't work out where the noise is coming from. And a good blurb always gets the reader interested as well. Until he finds something unusual in the chute. So I haven't said what it is that's unusual. I've left that for the reader to think about, imagine what might it be, what could it be, and hopefully that will make them want to read it. Okay, now obviously we'll just finish off with our full stop at the end of a sentence. Actually, in this case, if we're building a bit of suspense, I'm going to use a ... and ellipsis. There we go. Who are the main characters? You need to think about the main characters in your story and write down their names. If they have jobs or there's something special about them, you could add that into your story as well. Where is the story set? So looking at the setting, where does the story take place? And then on the bottom of the sheet, what did you like about this book? So you need to think really hard about what you enjoyed about the story. And make sure you write them in full sentences as well. So it might be things about the plot that you liked, the story itself. It might be something you liked about the character. It might be something you found quite surprising that you thought, oh, I was not expecting that. That was a clever twist. So for me, I liked the mystery of what the noise was. It kept me guessing. I wonder what it could be. And I also liked where it was coming from. That was a good mystery. It kept me guessing, so it kept me interested in the story. And also liked the characters as well, because they were very kind. I quite liked that about the characters. So I've written down something that kept me interested and something I liked about the characters. Now the next box is a bit trickier, because if it's a book you really like, this is going to be a tricky one. What do you think could be even better? Now I think for any story, any book, anything at all, there is always something that could be better. There's always an improvement that could be made. So for me, I'd like to see how the elephant Clark actually managed to get into the chute, because that did keep me guessing and I didn't find out the answer to that. How exactly did Clark the elephant get stuck in there? It didn't spoil my enjoyment of the story. I still enjoyed it a lot, but it's just a question I had at the end. And finally, you need your star rating. So 1 star if it was awful, 2 stars if it was okay, 3 stars if it was pretty good, 4 stars if it was very good, 5 stars if it was one of the best stories you've ever read. I can't wait to hear about what stories you've been reading, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye for now.